Hey yo, what's up YouTube? Alright, so in this video it is a tips and tricks guide. So basically right now I'm going to give you a blue screen real quick and go to a full screen, so 1 second. Alright, now you guys can see everything that's going on. Alright, so now that the blue screen's over, I didn't want to do that, but things happen. Alright, so first off, this is a tips and tricks guide. Kinda, sorta. This is for beginners or even for older players, and you might learn something new, you might not, you never know. Alright, so first things first for beginners, that I found very useful for capturing monsters. Now this is a question, I've had a lot of questions on this. Is how do I capture so many monsters? How do I have the ones that I have? How is it I have the certain ones that I'm using? Alright, so out of all the monsters, there's only a handful of them that you can't actually capture because they're either going to be given straight to you or you got to do a certain task to get them. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into this. Alright, so the first things first, okay, is when you start off the game, you're going to get Tama, okay? You're going to get Tama, and Tama's going to start off with Libra, okay? Whether you get a monster with Libra, whether you get a Libra Mirror Jewel, Libra is your best friend. It is your best friend throughout the whole game on helping you capture monsters. And I'm going to show you right now why that is. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, I don't have the Mirror Jewel that I need to equip it. Alright, so I'm later in the game. Okay, so I'm actually just going to take that one off. Okay, I'm late in the game. I'm way late in the game. So you guys ain't going to have high levels like this until later in the game. But, alright, so let's go ahead and show you what Libra does. It's one of the very first skills you'll ever get. Okay. Now, we've got a red cap sitting here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what Libra does. Okay. Let me be finished with this one and pull that one up. Alright, so I should have had a Libra. Oh, shit. Right. Well, I guess I don't have it just yet. Okay, 1 second. I'm about to fix my whole fucking shit here real quick. Anyways, so don't worry about that. We'll get back to Libra here in just a second. Second thing we want to do is we want to make sure our team's got everything we need to walk around the field and make sure everything's ready to go. So what we want to do is we want to access our prism case. Okay, we're going to run with a few monsters, and I'm going to show you why we're going to run with these monsters. Okay. This monster here, he's a little trickier to get, but you can get him. This one right here. Now, you'll get one fight early in the game that lets you choose to fight either Shiva, Rama, or Ifrit. And then later on, not even 20 or 30, maybe an hour later, you'll be able to actually grind to get the other two. Okay? But what we want is we want Sizzle, we want Chill, we want Zap, we want Smash, and Flutter. So there's 5 monsters there that you're going to need to carry with you almost the whole damn game. Because you never know when you'll need it, especially if you're starting off at beginner stage. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to be running around with those 3. So right now, the Sizzle we've got is Frit, okay? We've got Zap in here too. Okay, we've got a Zap skill. Okay, this monster name is Zapped, so it's going to get a little confusing. Okay, it's actually ZAP that I'm talking about. We need to start up electronics too a little later in the game. So what we want is we want a skill called Zap, and it's right here on this guy right here. Okay, there's actually a few monsters that you'll catch later in the game that have it too. You won't have to worry about it if you don't get this guy, but this guy does count towards the collection. Alright, so now that we've got those two, okay, Flutter, there's a few different types of monsters. The one that I chose to run with this playthrough was Floating Eye. And I'm going to show you what I mean by Flutter, okay? What Flutter does is it helps you glide across little gaps of spaces from little landing to landing. And you have to stay on the evolution that uses this, or you're not going to be able to use it later in the game. But it does help you get to secret areas and certain things in the game. Okay, so Flutter is really nice to have. Whether you use it or whether you don't, that's up to you. But Flutter, you will want to keep Flutter with you because you never know when you have to use that one. I seem to have used that and Sizzle, Chill, and Zap more than fucking anything. But let's go ahead and get into this next part right here. Alright, Smash. Okay, you can either use Holy Dragon or Mithril Giant. Mithril Giant comes from the Copper Gnome. Okay, the Copper Gnome will evolve into Mithril Giant at like level 10 or 13 or something like that. Oh shit, I did not want to do that. I'll go ahead and tell you what level it is right now. Okay. Alright, so what you do is you just go straight over here, grab this thing right there, level 10, and then you want to be level 11, because we're going to talk about Smash. Smash is right here, okay? You're going to find these big-ass boulders that are sitting in your way, and you're going to be like, how the fuck do I get past this? Oh, shit, I'm going to need something. So, that's what Smash is for. Smash is to help you clear those big-ass boulders out of your fucking way. Alright, so, now that we've got Smash, Zap, and Smash and Zap and Flutter out of the way, let's talk about Sizzle. Alright, so everybody can probably figure it out by now. Sizzle's going to do something with fire. Of course it's going to do something with fire. It's going to burn leaves out of the way and burn icy paths out of your way. And there's quite a few of them that are like that you actually need it. Now you won't need this monster here throughout the whole game unless you want a physical contact monster that does melee damage. Then, by means, take him with you, use him all you want. But Sizzle is actually very useful. There's quite a few places early in the game, there's quite a few places mid-game and later game that you will need Sizzle. Alright, so Sizzle does come into play. Sometimes pretty often, sometimes not. It just depends. Alright, now our last one here. Okay, I didn't actually evolve the monster until later in the game, which was going to be Bablitz. Bablitz is Shiva's form, right? So this one here comes with a skill called Chill. Okay, Chill will freeze a path for you to walk across the bridge, or it will put out fire zones, or it's very helpful. Let's just put it that way, because there's a lot of places like Valley 7 that will block your path that you need chill for. So those are the 5 skills that you'll be wanting to walk around with. Now those are field skills. Those aren't skills that you actually use in battle. I would almost assume you don't use them in battle, and I'm 100% sure that you don't use them in battle. But what we're gonna do here, okay? So, like, I'm in late game, so I'm actually gonna fucking throw Rain back in my setup because my stack setup is for end game, okay? So I'm gonna show you something a little easy, okay? So this will be helpful for you, okay? In the beginning, you'll want to either use your big stack or your small stack, depending on what kind of monsters you got. So you got 3 different types of monsters. They're like, well, 4 different types of monsters. They're labeled S, M, L, and XL. Okay, XLs are pointless in my opinion because they take room up out of the monsters that you could be leveling up or that you want to use or whatnot, and they really don't provide much help of anything. The only one that's worthwhile is Bahamut, in my opinion. Bahamut and Diablo. But let's go ahead and get into this, alright? So you'll want to stack up your monsters, and you'll want to use a bunch of skills that are actually worthwhile, and you'll want to make sure that they benefit each other. Like, let's say you got ice, okay? So you want something that's resistant to fire, so it doesn't do so much damn damage. So then you throw on something like, well, I can't throw him on right now, but yeah, because he's a small. But medium, you'd want to throw something that's fire, so cockatrice or something. I'm not completely sure what. I'm not actually looking at my monsters to actually tell you if cockatrice is medium, but that's just an example. Alright, and then the next thing we want to worry about, okay, is I'm going to go ahead and get back to Libra. Libra. This right here, okay, I'm going to use a Mirajewel, okay, so I'm going to use the Mirajewel on Rain and Lawn, so let's go ahead and throw Libra on Lawn. Now that we're getting back to Libra, okay, Libra is actually going to be your best friend for capturing monsters, exploiting weaknesses, and everything in between when it comes to finding out the details with monsters. So let's go ahead and show you the showcase of what Libra does. Libra, not just does it exploit weaknesses, not just does it tell you how to capture the monster, I'm going to show you everything that it does show you. Okay, so if a monster is stacked, you will have to break the stack. Now think about it. The monsters I'm using are way too high of a level to actually break that stack because I'm just going to annihilate them. So what I want to do is I want to see what the Black Knack does. Alright, let's just say I don't have a Black Knack and I needed a Black Knack. Okay, I use Libra. Okay, the first thing I want to look at is how to capture it. Okay, so I look at the bottom rectangle underneath of everything. It says use physical attacks to create a Prismaturnium. Every monster will tell you whether it's unimprisonable, whether you got to do a certain thing like break defense, use evasion down, or whatever it is. Every monster will tell you that info right there. It says require a Black Knack Prism and use physical attacks to create a Prismaturnium. Alright, now we see HP, we see the size it is, we see imprisoned, how many we've gotten. We got the items we get from it. Elemental resistances, and if you push right or left on your analog stick, or yeah, you're on your right analog stick, you actually will see everything that this thing is weak to. It's weak to confusion, it's weak to oblivion, it's weak to poison. And the ones that say negative on it, okay, so this is the confusing part, okay? The ones that say negative on it is what it's weak to. The ones that have a flat number is what it's strong to. So let's say you used fire on this thing, okay? Fire it's strong to, it's strongest to fire and dark, it's neutral to earth, wind, lightning, it's got weak to water, light, and ice. So in that run, that can either help you either 1, kill it off, or 2, try to imprison it. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you what I mean by it's weak to fire, okay? We see the fire and then there's a plus 50. Okay, a lot of people would think, okay, that means it's weak to it, and then it would be strong to ice, right? No, that's not how it actually works. Not in this game, at least. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw a fucking bomb item on it. Right? I'm gonna throw a firing item on it. So I'm gonna throw a bomb fragment at the Black Knack, and it's gonna say resist. Well, it also just killed it too. But the reason it resisted that is because it is strong to the ice skills. Or the fire skills, I think. So that is how to use Libra and how to capture monsters, because like I said, I was getting a lot of questions. How did I capture so many monsters on all my videos? Well, I ran with a speed up, okay? So you can run battle speed up, story speed up, or even conversation speed up. This is the last tip and trick I have for beginners. From the beginning, you can hold your R1 button through the whole game and it will speed up battles. Now you just seen a slow paced battle. Now I'm going to show you what a speed up battle looks like. And this will help you clear the game that much faster. As long as I can get a battle. Okay, there we go.
No kid gloves for.
Alright guys, so this is with speed up. You see the fast forward button up in the upper right corner? That means I'm holding that button down. Alright, now this is what a speed up battle looks like. Okay, I use something like that. Battle's done, everybody's dead, it's over. Alright guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, don't forget to have fun, guys. I will see you guys later. Have fun. See you later.